Philadelphia Eagles on the road at the New England Patriots. It is sitting 4 across the board, except if you are in a superbook market. 3.5 is the line. 45 is your total. Adam, I bet the Eagles way back when opening lines came out. I thought this was going to run in the direction of Philadelphia. I was wrong. It opened at 4. It briefly touched 4.5, came back to 3.5 for a little bit, but has pretty much stayed 4. I don't know what I'm missing here. I think the Eagles are by far the most talented team in the NFL on paper. I think that the Patriots are, like, as far as a talent perspective, it is a massive gap between the Eagles and the Patriots. And I get it. It's a road dog, and it's going into Foxborough, and they're going to do something special for Tom Brady and all that, whatever, yada, yada, yada. I don't really care. I think this Eagles team is going to score a ton of points this year. That defense is ridiculously talented. It is so incredibly good. If you want to poke holes in them, yeah, they had to replace 2 coordinators. But if you have to come in as a new coordinator, hey, here's the best roster in the NFL. Like, here you go. Have your way with it. I like this Eagles team a lot, and I think the 4 is a gift, but I guess I could be proven wrong. Prove me wrong.
I'm not really in the mood to prove you wrong. I mean, let me add to what you're talking about with the coordinators, right? Talking about Johnson, the new offensive coordinator, I mean, comes out of the system, right? This is a guy who was the quarterback's coach, who knows Jalen Hurts very well. There's going to be continuity to be had there. Sean Desai has a good reputation as well. I don't think you're talking about having to make massive adjustments here with the coordinators in the same way that you would in a completely new regime. Now, let's talk about what's going on with New England. It's the same wishing that we were talking about with Chicago. The Bill O'Brien thing is a wish. You want him to fix Mac Jones. You want Mac Jones to be the quarterback he was in the first 8 or 9 games of his rookie season. But he doesn't have any skill players around him, right? Is there any one skill position player on the New England offense who you feel like is going to help elevate Mac Jones into the quarterback that you think he could be? I don't see it. And I think the narrative behind the points going toward, I should say, with the game being bet down from where it was down to 4, 3.5 in some spots, with points getting in New England's pocket, is the idea that Belichick has the whole offseason to prepare for this, that Belichick has the kind of defense that could cause a problem. Yeah, again, it's narrative driven. There's nothing about the talent between these two teams on the field that suggests that the New England Patriots should be able to keep this within a touchdown. So also, I've talked a lot about, is it a chase team? There's nothing about the New England Patriots that suggests they're going to be able to chase if they get behind the Philadelphia Eagles. I haven't bet it yet. I have a feeling I might by the time this comes around, because we've already seen the move get close enough to a field goal that I'm just going to wait and see if we get a field goal.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I mean, Steven, listen, I know we reference Pro Football Focus a lot on this, and it's not the end all be all, but it's a good reference for things. And they do player grades, and basically green is good, dark green is really, really good, and then blue is elite. And then you pull up the Eagles, and everybody's friggin' green or blue. Like, I mean, the whole damn team is like good or elite on both sides of the ball. And like, it's the best offensive line in the league. Hurts was just a beast last year, made really great decisions at quarterback. You got elite receivers. The defensive side is just ridiculously loaded. I just don't know what people are seeing in this Patriots team other than the Bill Belichick factor, which, don't get me wrong, is worth something. He is one of the greatest coaches of all time for a reason, but you got to have dudes. Like, sooner or later, you got to have dudes, and he just doesn't have the dudes.
Wrong team may have won the Super Bowl last year. Now, that's a weird thing to, I'm being hyperbolic here, but the Eagles lost the Super Bowl by a possession, and they gave up a fluky defensive touchdown. So let's not forget how elite this Eagles offense was a year ago. And to what appears to be credit for the Patriots defense for the line movement we're seeing here with the buyback from 4.5, heard a decent amount of content creators talking about the Patriots based on the Eagles having played an easy schedule last year and liking the Patriots to cover this week. I'll just remind everybody that likes Bill Belichick and this Patriots defense that of the 8 games they won last year, 7 of those wins were against terrible quarterbacks. Mitch Trubisky, Jacoby Brissett, Zach Wilson twice, Sam Ellinger, Colt McCoy, and Teddy Bridgewater.
It's a good list.
So
it's a good list.
Whatever.
It's a good list of guys you want on like your beer league like softball team or something or whatever, but like not like quarterbacking your NFL team.
I mean, who gives a damn what the Patriots defensive stats were last year considering that? And now you have to play an offensive line and a rushing offense that was so damn efficient last year that their EPA per play rushing the ball was better than more than 20 teams' EPA per play passing the ball. They just took people's souls a year ago with how good they were at running the ball. So I'm probably going to bet 3.5, to be honest with you. I need the best number. I'm trying to, be good with process here. I'm not going to just be running and betting the Eagles no matter what. They're going to be a lot more expensive this year than they were last year. It's still a road game. So I have to pick my spots on where I want to back the Eagles because these are just numbers that we didn't see for most of the year last year. But 3.5 seems fine to me.
Adam, listen. Here's the thing. So let's say you're buying in on this Patriots defense. Let's have the guys that are backing the Patriots and let's give them their credit. Okay, so you're buying in on this Patriots defense, but you can't honestly think that they're going to hold this Eagles team completely down because no one held this Eagles team down, and they're not going to do it in week 1. So where do the points come from for them to keep this within 4 points? Like where do the offensive points come from?
Well, you're actually leading me to the point that I would say, if you really believe in the New England defense, right? If you think that, okay, I trust Belichick and he's had a whole offseason to prepare, play it under. Play this game under because the New England Patriots are not scoring against Philadelphia. Period. End of story. Give me team totals under. Give me props under. Give me anything you want under on New England, because the one thing that I absolutely feel confident about is that Mac Jones is going to wish he was in Tuscaloosa, Alabama by the end of this game.